welcome back to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. I'm in the truck and I'm on my way to South Dakota. And it's been a crazy week. A couple days ago, I decided that I just didn't have enough room in my craft room. My sewing room, crafts, painting, everything is just jammed packed to the rafters in there. And I wanted to buy a glass kiln because I used to have an art studio, a shop that I did classes, and I had a glass kiln and I taught how to make fused glass pieces, and it was just one of my passions. Well, things happen, and I ended up selling that kiln and that glass, and I have regretted it ever since. Well, now I'm going to have that again, but I needed more space, and I didn't want to take up any more room in the house. Well, we have a shed that's 10 feet by 16 feet, which is larger than my craft room. And Joe says, well, you're going to have to get rid of stuff. So I have been cleaning out the shed, moving shelves, and one of the other things I had to do is purchase totes because all my material was just on shelves. Well, going out into the shed, because it's outside, I wouldn't want little mice to get in there sometime in the wintertime. So I have been purchasing totes, which has been hard to find because it's very limited. The shelves are pretty empty of totes, and especially the sizes that I wanted. So I bought every single one that they had at Walmart that was the right size. And I need some more because I have a lot of material. And on my shelves, I've always had all the blues on one shelf, greens on one shelf, reds on one shelf, yellows and oranges on one shelf to make it more organized for me. So in turn, I wanted totes for those. But I'm on my way to South Dakota to pick up my granddaughter, Nisa. And she's going to spend the weekend with us. Totally excited about that. She's 2.5, and her mom is okay with me putting her in some of my videos this weekend. So my moving of shed things will stop for the weekend, except for when she's taking a nap. And we're just going to have a good time. We're going to go to the garden, we're going to paint, and we're just going to have fun. And I'm going to share some of that with you. But we're going to run electricity to the shed. It's right next to the garage. 3 feet away from the garage. So that'll be good. It'll give me more space for filming. And I'm going to be able to share my fused glass projects with you. And, of course, I'll have to give some fused glass away. And I'm going to have a little YouTube channel that's just for fused glass also. So I might put up a video for that once every week or two. Some project that I'm making in fused glass to give you an idea of what the possibilities are. I tried to talk Joe into coming to South Dakota with me, but he had things to do. So I said to him before I left, Joe, can you do Goop Patrol before Nisa and I get back? Because usually I do that. And so he said he was. He probably felt guilty because he wasn't riding with me. But it's a really smoky day today in Wyoming. It's been smoky really for a week, and then one day it was really clear. The sun wasn't reddish, but then the smoke's back again. So they even say that some of the smoke is from Idaho, California. That's a long ways for smoke to travel. I hope you're having a great Friday. I know I'm excited. My daughter is completely nervous. This is the longest Nisa will be away from her, and the farthest away to boot. She's given me instructions about 15 times. Because I haven't ever had kids. Oh, well, yeah, maybe I have. But I can understand, she's a mom. And right? But in Wyoming, the service is so spotty, it goes in and out all the time. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna do a video, and then I'll share it and let it upload whenever it will upload, and all will be good. But I have been taking a few videos of my shed project, because it was just, it was a catch-all, anything we didn't have space for, we just put it in the shed, and it was packed. So 2 days ago, in the loft, it was just canning jars. Lots of the canning jars people had just given me. Not all of them, but there was a lot of them people had just given me. And I still have canning jars, but I decided I was going to sell all those canning jars. And I was going to be a blessing to somebody. So each case of canning jars, I charged $1. They didn't have the lids or the rings. But I did have bags of rings and bags of lids. So there were several people that, like one lady took 20, one lady took 13, 5, different amounts. And I ended up, I had 83 cases up in that loft of canning jars. And, people would say, hey, do you want these? And I'd say, okay, and I'd put them in the shed. Because you don't want them to go to the landfill. And there's ones that I can use in my craft room. I can separate my buttons and put all the different colors in different jars. I can just do a lot of things with the jars that I saved. Plus, I have jars in the pantry. It's not like I'm out of jars, or lids, or rings. But somebody really had the ability to do some canning that maybe couldn't have otherwise. So I'm going to let you go. I'm almost to Moorcroft. It's about 26 miles from Gillette. And I am just going to cruise along, go see my parents first. I found him some more cowboy books, so I'm going to drop those off. And I got some veggies. I'm bringing my mom and dad, Alicia and Grace, cabbages, garlic, zucchinis, and beets that I harvested from my garden. So they'll like that, and I get a share. And honestly, I have so many cabbages right now, and so many beets. So it's good to share. And so the girls have little gardens, and my dad had a little garden, but now they're building a garage right there. So other than potatoes, that I brought him potato plants over, I thought he would appreciate fresh vegetables. I think I'm rambling. Everybody, love you. And I will do some videos, and the transformation from the shed to my craft room is already looking amazing. So I'm just totally excited about that. I will see you soon, guys. Have a great, fabulous, wonderful